That's wonderful. Then let me ask this question. You said something very interesting. Then how do we handle? What do we do? What is it supposed to look like? That when there's one out there that we may not, or some we may be in a relationship, or we may know that they're out here and they have a name, they have a popularity, the crowds, and then they get caught up in some buffoonery that they have caused, and they was probably on Larry Reed or whatever blogs,
Well,
and so how what is it supposed to look like with the community of prophets on that? Because as soon as that happened, the first thing it says, see, that's what we mean by these prophets out here.
okay, if I may say this, because we only have 5 minutes left in this segment, is that someone went to the FBI for education, and they said to him, okay, they probably showed you all the fake money. And he says, no, I didn't begin to look at all the fake money. They only showed me that which was real. What the prophetic college needs to take on, we need to show the pattern of the real. One thing my mentor said to me, Reverend Ike, when preachers was talking about me, and I said, I'm going to go and get them back. I'm going to get them back. And Reverend Ike said to me, he said, son, never get into a pissing contest with a skunk. So I think that we need to show the pattern of the real. Yes. And that's what we're hoping to bring together. Yeah, yes.
Archbishop, and I love that concept. And don't get me wrong, I love Archbishop.
Oh, I know you love me.
But who defines real? Because I can look across this room, and there's several people in this room today that I may not define real.
Right.
So how do we define real?
Good.
Because what's real to you may not be real to me.
That's true, because reality is subjective, and that's beautiful, because I just wrote a book on, the name of the book is what? The Windows of Reality. Right. But you can only do that which you know from the Word of God, and that you can show from the Word of God. Like as Joshua said, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Well, he had a way of serving the Lord, and he had the accountabilities. And I think that what we need, I don't want to take the word need, but what I have considered is that I look in the last book of the Bible, round about Malachi 4 and 6, and it says, turning the hearts of the fathers back to the children, and the hearts of the children back to the fathers, lest I smite the earth with a curse. What I see as real is accountability to the fathers, and the fathers having accountability for the sons. To me, it's just relationship.
See, but that's fine. What you're saying, you talked about showing the pattern, but I'm just put this in there just as a thought process. But what about that we're showing the pattern, but our pattern is blind to the fact because of everything else that's being magnified out there right now?
What is real?
Something that's not false.
And what is not false?
Something that's real.
And what is real?
Something that's not false.
So you don't know what real is?
It's something that's proven that's not false.
Right. So when you said you can look out here and see this, that, what is false that you know for sure?
Malpractice.
And what is real that you know for sure?
Truth.
So truth is
real.
And truth is
freedom.
And truth is
Jesus.
Thank you.
You know he plays the word game on his show, right? Okay, all right.
I know I need to do it.
He played the word game on his show. Now you don't get set up now, all right?
No, I got it. Don't listen to the moderator. It's not. Don't listen to the moderator. It's not about setting up. What happens to us is I am a drug addict, and I fight every single day that spirit that comes from time to time to try to drag me back into the truth of the good feeling that I have when I'm high, which is false. And until you've been in both worlds, so when you said what is real, and I get what you're saying. I just wanted you to tell us what real was, because you knew what it was.
Well, I think that's
so.
real.
If anyone was doing the setting up, who was doing it?
But I think it's real because
You didn't
we're
ask my
honest.
question. Who's doing the setup? Who was
I'm not
doing
saying
it?
nobody.
You was doing
30
it.
seconds, 30 seconds, 30
I
seconds.
think that's real because that was honesty. And what we've done, we talked about this on Larry Reed's show when we talked about the prophetic. What we've done, we don't have a crisis management plan in our own lives. So our character takes us, our anointing takes us.
When you say in your own lives, you're talking about your life, you don't have it.
Right. Well, no, I have one.
No, I haven't, but you said,
I would say, well, let me say
who's the
this.
we?
On a,
No, I think you just need to
Most people.
I said, we hear what you saying, what you don't say. We got to wrap it up. Come
You
on.
got to go to the Q&A.
most prophetic people don't have a crisis management plan. And so they don't know how to.
They're saying how you know
They're
that.
going to stone you.
I
Yeah.
know.
I'll tell you right now.
Trust me, if you end up on Larry Reed Live, you did not have a management plan.
So I think what we're trying to say is, that here, these people are here because they have a crisis management, because they have it. They're here now to see if they can find a network that will help strengthen them. They don't need to be corrected here. Here, we're here all looking for answers. I don't have all the answers. I know it's Master Prophet, Archbishop. That don't mean anything. There are some answers I don't have for his generation. I know that. I know I don't have language for millennials. I don't have it. But I have a son that can bring the interpretation of my tongues to them. I got that. And you have a language for your generation, right? You dress for your generation, I'm dressed for mine, right? And is what you have unreal? Is that correct?
It's real. This is real.
Well, I think it's out of order. We're sitting in the pulpit. You should have a tie on.
I don't think I should have a title.
But I think you should.
But in my generation, it doesn't matter.
Then what is real?
What is real?
Okay, let's go to the Q&A.
See, we old from the old apostolic Pentecostal church, y'all. We ready. We ready. You good.
We have time for questions, 15-minute questions that you can go to the mics. If any questions, just come follow to the mic.
Okay, my questions are coming from, I made a post and asked were there any questions that were on social media from LRL following. And one of the questions was, what is the purpose of the prophetic college? They're asking in light of some of the conversation you had concerning those that are in error or need correction. How would the prophetic college help with that?
And that's why I've been bringing up, so we can have, I know there's been a lot of questions that people won't answer. How? What is it supposed to look like?
I would say it's in the I don't know stage.
We're in formation.
Because we're in formation. Like a mother gets pregnant, and you're sitting there saying, what does the baby look like? Only 1 month. And right now it looks like throw up.
Formation. Yes, sir. Come through.
It's 3 months now. What does it look like? It looks like cramping every now and then. What does it look like? It's 6 months. It looks like uncomfortable. What's the sex? Can you go in there and look? Nah, I don't want to know. We are in such a hurry to want to know what it looked like that we don't let God form it. And what it will look like, it will look wrong in the beginning. And this is what happened with the original concept. They were trying to get a leader and all this kind of stuff. He says, no. Let's wait for the smoke to rise. On the day of Pentecost, Peter had to get up and say, these men are not drunk as ye suppose. So we don't know what it looked like. I don't know if there's going to be a prophetic senate. I don't know if there's going to be a prophetic Congress. I don't know if there's going to be a board of correction of prophets. I don't know if there's going to be a board of ordination. I right now could put all of that in place, but I don't know if that's it. I think we got to wait for what's it. If we borrow from the past, then we just put the past into the future. But if we wait for the moment, there's a future that will call us, and we'll all know that's it.